so I already reviewed Dawn of the Planet of the Apes a while ago, so now I'm going to talk about a couple of the other ones, the older ones, starting with this one, the 1968 one. Then eventually I'm going to do the Tim Burton one. Ugh. And then, yeah, that's just nasty. That's going to make me feel dirty inside. But then I'm going to review Rise of the Planet of the Apes, just kind of talk about the other ones I really liked. And I was thinking about reviewing all the old ones like Beneath, Conquest, Battle for the Planet of the Apes, but that's... maybe in the future I'll talk about those when I see them. Planet of the Apes stars Charlton Heston. Yeah, that's my Charlton Heston impression, I don't know. You damn dirty apes. And it also stars Roddy McDowall and Kim Hunter. And this is kind of the first sci-fi movie that was kind of taken seriously. Before it was a lot of weird, goofy stuff. The Day the Earth Stood Still, the original Thing from Another World. They were not exactly like very serious movies. They're more kitschy, campy. This one, though, was taken serious because it had the undertones of like racism and the slavery and all that. So there's these undertones that, yeah, it seems like a campy movie about apes controlling a planet, but there's more serious stuff going on if you think about it for a minute. As the star of Captain Alan Taylor, played by Charlton Heston. Okay, I need to stop that now. And him and 3 other astronauts are off on a mission. I think they're looking for life on another planet or something, and that didn't work, so they're coming back to Earth, and they go in hibernation because it's taking so long. Then they wake up on another planet or whatever, and things are very odd. One of their people died. She ended up, like, her case doesn't seal properly, so she ages and turns into like a mummy, basically. And they're all like 2,000 years old, so it's been like 2,000 years since they left. When they crash land, they're not sure where they are, and then eventually they find out this planet is ruled by apes where humans are subservient and basically the slaves that can't talk or anything. And that's your movie, and there's some things about it. I'm going to talk about the twist, so spoiler alert, because you know what, this movie is from 1968. If you don't know the twist, congratulations for not being spoiled on it somehow, but I'm going to spoil in this video, so run away, go see the movie now if you don't know the twist. Like I said, this movie, it was sci-fi that could be taken seriously because of the undertones of slavery and all that that's going on, and it's a really neat idea, these apes that just took over a planet and all. I like that. And you know, now we're spoiled with such great special effects and Andy Serkis performance captured, but back then it's all practical, all these costumes and makeup, and it looks really good. It looks silly at times, but you know what, when it's showing Cornelius and some of the other characters, Zira and Dr. Zaius, like, I like them, and I think they look fine in the makeup. I like those characters, and so maybe that helps. And I think we'll see in Tim Burton's Planet of the Apes, he opts to go with makeup rather than CGI or anything, and I think it works there too, but I'm happy that now we got great CGI. But I like some of the costumes. It gets worse throughout the movies, though. I know after this one, in the original series anyway, the costumes do not get better, they just progressively get worse. Charlton Heston's really good. He's got teeth-gritting, squinting acting from my cold, dead hands. You know, he's got some great lines in this, the lines that even show up in Planet of the Apes, the Tim Burton one, Rise of the Planet of the Apes and stuff. They just keep referencing them all over the place. You maniacs! You blew it up! I'll damn you all to hell! And that's a little over the top, but that's a great one. Get your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty apes! Like, he's good in this movie, he's fun. Even though he's kind of psychotic if you think about it. Like, you watch this movie, there's a couple times he has lines where he's just like, you and everyone you know is dead, ah, ha, ha, ha. And he's like insane. It's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, Roddy McDowall and Kim Hunter are really good as Cornelius and Zira, because they're scientists that basically are like studying humans and like, wait, this guy's like Charlton Heston's, he's a human that can talk and all that. Oh, this must mean something for society. What's going on here? They end up in conflict with Dr. Zaius and all he wants to do, because he's the keeper of the faith and also the minister of science or something. So kind of conflicting, and how he kind of knows a little bit more about human history, but he's hiding it for the sake of the apes. There's a lot of interesting ideas in this movie. It gets a little boring at times. There's a part where it basically gets to just a drawn out court hearing, and it's just kind of like, a couple scenes drag, but for the most part it's a pretty interesting movie. Kind of intense at times, a lot of fun, but again, it's 1968, it got kind of cheesy. A great part of this movie though is when they're basically just walking around this desolate desert, and they're just moving across this awesome landscape. It's all great. You want it in a photograph on your wall or something, because it looks really cool. This just open, desolate desert, and it is really cool. Although after that, there is a scene that's really unintentionally hilarious because they find a waterfall, and I think it's funnier to just show you what I'm talking about. Ready? Watch this. This is just ridiculous, and I'm just laughing thinking about it. What are they looking at? Oh my, yes, blow Charlton Heston. Yeah, that happened, but anyway, what can I say? Camera angles just, they give you so much glory sometimes. But even though there's a couple of unintentional humor at times, this movie, sci-fi owes a lot to it, and just modern cinema in general owes a lot. This thing is basically sci-fi homework, where if you love sci-fi movies, you want to know how they became great, go back to this and see that's where it all came from. This is a great sci-fi movie that's got a couple problems just in the time it was made, but still it holds up really well. And now let's talk about the twist. Spoiler alert. So eventually Alan Taylor comes to realize that pretty much at the end of the movie, after all his conflict with Dr. Zaius and that yes, humans were once wiped out by a nuclear holocaust that they caused on themselves, and apes took over, and then he's riding off to go back to Earth, and that's when he realizes he's on Earth. The humans wiped themselves out with nuclear war, and the apes took over. He's been on Earth the whole time, and it has all gone, "You blow it up, you maniacs, damn you all to hell," like that. That's it. And you see the Statue of Liberty just destroyed, half of it sticking out of the beach and all that. That is an iconic image. I mean, Spaceballs did it. And when I saw Spaceballs, I didn't even get that was Planet of the Apes. Like, you see the Statue of Liberty and then the apes right up like, oh, there goes the planet or whatever. And I got maybe that was Planet of the Apes, but I didn't get it. And when I watched this movie, I was like, oh, I finally get it. I think I knew the twist though. Eventually I figured it out somewhere. But it's a great twist, and yeah, what a desolate thought of the future. But you know what? I'd embrace it. If apes took over, okay. So, Planet of the Apes, a flawed old movie, can get kind of boring, slow pace and that, but overall it's entertaining, sometimes unintentionally from, like I said, hot double BJ action. But yeah, Charlton Heston's really good as this gritty badass. You damn dirty ape, you better give it an A. Roddy McDowall and Kim Hunter also give great performances. Dr. Zaius is very evil, that fucking orangutan. Ooh, but yeah, I was gonna turn an ape. I think that might have been an offensive. If an ape is watching this video, I apologize. So yeah, I'm thinking about it because it's just got a couple problems with pacing and stuff, and it moves slow. Some of the writing feels kind of eh. But overall, it's really good. And for a 1968 movie being as entertaining as I was, surprising, because some older movies I watch, it's like, I can't get through this. It's just a problem with when they're made and they don't hold up. This one does overall hold up a lot. I actually really enjoy it. I give it a B+. So if you've seen Planet of the Apes, comment below, tell me what you think of it, and what's your favorite Planet of the Apes movie. Like I said, mine's either Rise or Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. That's just me being spoiled by the newer ones, but I think they have better storytelling in my opinion, more emotional attachment. So that's just me. I love Caesar, and I know that's a character in the old one, so I'm interested to see how that plays out. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.